We're going to build is something bigger, bigger than PyraPOD. So basically, it's the full side exploding, explode outward and then to form octagon, at the base. So will be you can call it it's an octopod, right? It's octa 3, but we're gonna streamline all the product, so in a way that so it's simple, and it's all bear the name of PyraPOD. Because PyraPOD means fire in a pot, right? So for that reason, we have PyraPOD8. That's basically a pyramid, resemble the pyramid, and PyraPOD8 resemble the it's an octagon structure at the base. And a PyraPOD10, which is PyraPOD8, but basically means 10 means the X means extend. You can extend to whatever size you want, right? So it's basically the new version of CityPod. So anyway, so I make this quick video, and then we'll go back to my computer. I'll explain a little bit more. So a lot to do, and a lot of exciting things to experience. Okay, and we plan to have the design finished by the end of this week. That's how we schedule. So we already found a person who can do the AutoCAD, do the drawing for us very fast. We already have 2 sessions. One is for interview, one is basically real thing, yeah. So I'm gonna use some of his material to add to this video, and then you understand what we are doing, why I stopped this project, conversion project, but jump right to the next stage, because this one actually the point is converting this. The problem is I have to take the effort to build the outer layer, and then build the doorway and the pathway for bubbles to flow, and the bubble generator, right? Lots of work added, but for what? Just to be destroyed, right? Because when the spring time comes, right, I have to take it apart, right? Because in fact the structure is too close to the fence. So, and also we have a new building, right? New greenhouse, the better one, the real one, right? So which is much better, stronger, So why take the effort, to convert that one while we can jump to this new one very fast. So yeah, we hope that's with the help of Richard Nelson, I'm sure we can get it done very fast, and hopefully even before the snow comes. That's something very exciting. By the way, the sun is right shining upon my face. It's feel good. Warm. Today is cold. Kelowna. For some reason, we feel the winter. Is here. Earlier, but today it's warm, right? We got the sun, right there, and also we have the fire inside, right? PyraPOD. We are the pods, right? We are the partners, right? We have the fire inside because this fire comes from heaven, right? And we're gonna use the fire to do something good, not good for my family, but also good for the humanity. So let's go back to my computer. Yeah, we'll start from there. We'll continue from there. Okay. Okay, now we come back to my computer. I'd like to play a video, a short video, basically to show what is PyraPOD 4. PyraPOD 4. This is the new term. We used we'll just watch this video, and then we'll talk about this, and quickly we we switch to the PyraPOD8 and then the PyraPOD10. Okay. Just show the general structure, you know. Flag and fish sandponics. The skin, double layer, still transparent enough. But with the bubble filled, then you don't see it. The skin removed, flag. So you see that's the general structure. Give you the that shape. We want the capture. The reason we want to have this open structure is we want to catch as much sunshine, right? As much solar thermal energy, not just solar thermal, right? But also other other light, light, within other spectrum, right? And to increase the photosynthesis, but in our case, we focus on the solar thermal collection and storage, and then the and then insulation, right? All those things you have to put them together to think, together, right? And then you get the full picture why this kind of structure is different, right? Because this structure is the best for us to implement the SolaRoof technology, where soap bubbles are generated to fill the cavity, and to according to the situation, somewhere you want to fill, somewhere you don't, right? And also depend for what climate, whether it's summer or winter, right? So anyway, so we'd like to, give you this image, right, to for you to focus on, right? This is what we call the PyraPOD, right? And used to be, as you can see, it's called the WikiPod, in 2018. And also it's called Spark, by our Bermuda team over there. But anyway, we like to streamline all the pods, so we only have 3 categories, no more, right? No more, no less. So that way, we use this to connect everything together, right? So this is PyraPOD8. Why 4? Again, it's 4 corners and 4 sides at the bottom, right? That's why. And then I'm gonna actually to show you a section of the recorded video we did this morning with Richard and Yang, our newly found AutoCAD designer. We didn't have him, right? So because I'm not good at AutoCAD, I did a lousy job. I just that's something I didn't focus before. But with him, with his help, we can quickly, I'll just show some clips, to show that how you can start from this, and then quickly to explode it, and then then you get the PyraPOD8, the octagon base, right? And then from octagon, how you can quickly expand and stretch, to manipulate, right, in a way that you can form the PyraPOD10, or PyraPOD8, or for those who are familiar with pods, right? That's CityPod, right? That's the largest version, the largest embodiment of SolaRoof technology. Okay, so let's go there. That's basically this one. I'm going to expand full scale. So but I need to find where it is. Let's see this. Basically we did some exercise, right, just to see that with just one PyraPOD, double layer, but if you stretch, if you move this way, then you got two, right? And then you connect the two, the top and the side, and you form the tunnel, right? And yeah, a lot of things you can do. You see, if it's one is too small for you, then you can just create a tunnel, right? And then that way, if you like that structure, right? But anyway, that's we like to show. Actually, we already have this PyraPOD8, right? That 8 means 8 corners, 8 sides, right? The octagon, right? And but we like to show how that, you see, we already see the PyraPOD10, the so-called CityPod, this picture, that's probably okay. No, no. Okay, no. Okay, this one. Yeah, we'll just focus on this one. Yeah, this is actually a video, right? So I cannot manipulate on my side, but this shows that maybe still not the best. Yeah, this one. Yeah, this one. Yeah, see. Yeah, this one. You see, this one shows actually we basically pull the four faces, these 4 pieces, apart, kind of exploding, kind of explode the PyraPOD 4 from inside, and force the 4 side to move outward, right? And then we automatically form octagon, at the base, right? And then from this we actually can get the this one, okay, the PyraPOD8, right? So you notice there's a little pyramid, all the rest that's curvature, right? That's arc, perfect arc, but this is straight line, so give you you still have the pyramid, so you can still, that's why we still call it PyraPOD, but it's PyraPOD what? PyraPOD8, because it's like if you take from the top, it's stretching down, but when it landed on the ground, that becomes octagon, right? And that's for Chinese, that's famous, right? That they have this octagon shade, that if you go to China, you'll see that everywhere, right? Anyway, by the way, the Chinese like the number 8, yeah. So that's explained how we can use the same structure. We use the same, even the same part, this part, we can, everything the same. We simply, explode it, and then we can just, to get the PyraPOD8, So which is nice because we want to make all the parts, to be, to be modular, right? So that we can share the common component, right? So when we mass produce, then we can reduce the cost, for those, we can share, right? For those parts we can share. That. Then let's just quickly find, hopefully you can find, oops, no, we can find, yeah, here, somewhere here, yeah, you see here, we're basically, using, see here, you see here, look at my mouse, this is the PyraPOD8, right? We simply borrow, this part. You see this part, this corner piece, yeah. With this, we can call it, yeah, not cornerstone, but corner piece, right? And then just, use that as the basic structure, and then form this, this flat roof, PyraPOD10. We call it 10, right? PyraPOD8X, or the X for that's the Roman letter for 10, right? And by the way, the number 10's root is 1, right? So we have this one huge, gigantic structure. You can extend, this way, that way, whatever, right? You can extend, make it so big, it actually you can, make a huge greenhouse, we used to call it CityPod. Now we call it PyraPOD10 or PyraPOD8. X means extraordinarily large. Extraordinary has a the extraordinary feature that you can expand, and to accommodate whatever you want to do inside, whether you grow fruit or do large scale aquaponics, sandponics, or you want to maybe simply as a warehouse, right? So remember, the nice thing about SolaRoof technology is because we use soap bubbles, right, to fill the entire envelope, right? The entire envelope, so that it's you don't lose a lot of heat, as compared to the conventional buildings, right? So in that way, we save the energy, that thermal energy we collected during the day, and then we can use it, automatically the heat will be released automatically, and during the night to keep the inside warm, right, until the point when the sun comes back, the second day, right, normally around 8 o'clock or 9, because the early morning sun won't give you a lot of a lot of thermal energy, right? But so in this case, then with the structure this scale, you can save the space, your cost for space heating. You have to get it right. Space heating costs a lot. The bigger the structure is, right, the bigger the greenhouse is, then the more you spend the money to heat the house, right? So it's so for that reason, conventional building, no matter whether you build it with glass or anything else, right? But if you don't incorporate a double layer structure, I can understand, when they build something like this scale, they should, they should probably, already consider that, right? But double layer, that's not enough, right? What do you feel inside, right? That's a huge cavity, right? What do you feel inside? That's important. And for in our case, we fill with soap, liquid bubbles, right? We can produce a lot of them, and then create it on demand, dynamically, right? Yeah. So if we need this soap bubbles, then we can produce them, right? If you don't need it, if you want them to collapse even faster than natural collapsing, then you use air to simply blow them out, right? So force them to come back to the liquid form. So that's what it is, right? So for that I decided to stop what I planned in the beginning, and then simply install, fabricate, have someone, we finish the drawing, make sure everything is there, and this, get this, one of this, in my backyard. Okay, yeah, that's the plan. Okay, so we plan to finish this weekend, and then we just find a local manufacturer. Okay, this is local. Okay, Richard has many connections in the East, right? But maybe if shipping cost is probably the same as the anything else, then we will probably quickly just find a local manufacturer who is willing, who is happy to make this for us, and if they all can perceive the potential for this product, then they will they will be happy to do it, because we're gonna have a lot, right? At least we'll mobilize the local, Kelowna, I mean the BC, economy, right? And to see that, oh, everybody wants one, right? Because this is COVID-19 still, lingering around, right? And a lot of people, they have nothing to do, right? They are, some are quarantined, some they lost their job, right? And what you do, build one of these and then grow things, right? Grow your own food, raise your own fish, right? Fresh and live, right? And living, this is called living food, right? And it's better. It's local, it's you grow yourself, right? Then if you cannot trust the mass-produced food, right, then do it this way, locally. So this is local agriculture. This is local building. Everything is local. That way everyone is mobilized to do their part and then protect themselves, right? And you don't wait for others to take care of you, right? You have to be strong. You have to be wise, right? You have to take the initiative. Grab something that's already there. This is SolaRoof has been around for 40 years. Later on, I'm gonna put the Richard 6 patent on our website. 6 patent. You can check it. The earliest patent was applied 1980. 1980. Okay. And think about it. You do the calculation. How many years, right, till now, right? 40 years. 40 years. It's a shame for Canadians. It's a shame for Canadians not recognizing that on our land, our own land, we have an inventor. We have a winter inventor who has a good heart. He's working hard, to do the R&D and do all the testing, to convince himself, So without the early work, he cannot, sustain, he cannot keep doing this, out of his own time and effort and own pocket, then to help those whoever who is wise, who is who is sharp, you know, who is you know, then they can see, oh, this is something, it's going to change the whole world. And yeah, I'm so glad I can be part of it. You know, I consider myself to be foolish, to be blind, not knowing this. Right? Actually, I learned about this. A long time ago. Right? But somehow I had doubt. Right? Myself. Right? But eventually, you know, one day I suddenly realized. Right? I don't need to study geothermal because we have geothermal incorporated, right? So for that reason, yeah, I wholeheartedly to promote this, you know, not just for money, you know, not just for the growth of my own business, but for the benefit of humanity, right? Because once we truly understand how it works, you know, how this structure combined with the solar roof technology, actually it's learning from nature and working with the nature, right? And because this is how the sun, the atmosphere, and the earth, you know, they work together in unison, right? This is one form of trinity, right? That works unison, to create a comfortable environment for our humankind. Yeah, you cannot find anything like Earth. You know, so far we cannot find anything like Earth that is so. Although we have polluted, we have harmed it. You know, but it's still, they still is, you know, is supporting all living beings on the land, not just human beings, right? But animals, other creatures, right? Plants, right? So I'm so happy that I can be part of it. So as a pioneer, I like to take the initiative. I like to move the first, right? But if anyone is dare to challenge me, who is saying I can do faster than you, I can move faster than you, then I'm willing to take the challenge. You know, I'm willing even to bring into the drawing board, and then we'll see who is faster, right? So you know, that kind of thing. We want the whole world to have this, right? So I'm so happy to. I know, through the past few weeks, you know, I learned a lot from Richard. You know, he's such a wonderful person to talk with, right? And warm heart, you know, loving heart. He could be rich already, right? If he's not sharing this to the whole world. But for some reason, this has not been utilized by us, has not been recognized by us. You know, this is shame. This is shame for Canadians, shame for me, and shame for the humanity. So for that, I think I'll stop here. You know, otherwise I won't be be able to stop, because it's so exciting. You know, because now even though I have not handled them with my own hands, but I can see with my own eyes, not just the physical eye, but with my inner eyes, right? And then I'm happy to have one built, installed, and in our backyard. We'll probably will dig 6-inch deep, because I have a lot, I have sandponics, I have iAVS, another a better form of aquaponics. So because for this system to work, you need a lot of thermal mass. So we're going to use lots of water and lots of sand. So in this case, I have two kinds of thermal mass: the sand and the water, right? So I'm sure this will work better. So for that, I'll stop here and see you next time.